Hello everybody, this is Valencia and welcome to my channel Balloons and Business, where I show you the business of balloon and event decor. So today I'm going to show you how I made this balloon garland for this Hello Kitty themed balloon backdrop setup. I'm going to show you two ways in which I make my balloon garland base, the brands of balloons that I used, as well as the sizes and how many balloons I used total. So if you want to see how I made this, just stay tuned. Okay, so I'm starting off with this fuchsia balloons in 12-inch and 18-inch Decomex brand. So I'm going to blow up two of the 12-inch balloons. I'm going to blow them up to roughly about 11 inches. I'm going to round them out and then tie them together into dupes. Then I'm going to blow up two of these 18-inch balloons. I'm going to blow them up to about 16, no more than 17 inches. And then I'm going to round these balloons out. And you definitely want to make sure you round these balloons out. Decomex brand tends to come out coney, especially with the larger balloons. And then I'm going to tie these together into dupes. Then I'm going to take one of my 12-inch dupes and one of the 18-inch dupes and double twist it together into a cluster. And then I'm going to take another dupe of my 12-inch balloons and twist that together in a cluster. And this is a total of 6 balloons. 4 12-inch, 2 18-inch. So these are all my clusters for my balloon garland, which I pre-made. You can make these the night before. You can make these several days before. Just make sure you keep them indoors so that they don't deflate. So I'm going to show you two ways to connect your clusters. For those of you who watch my videos, these are the same typical ways. You can do the necktie method. So you could take one neck from one balloon in one cluster and one neck from another balloon in another cluster. I suggest using the necks from the 12-inch balloons because they're stretchier, and then you could just tie the necks of those balloons together. And I like using this method because it creates a nice and tight balloon garland, because you're basically tying the balloons to themselves, and that gives you the tightest fit. So I'm going to alternate the colors of these balloons into a pattern. So I'm just going to show you one more time how I do the necktie method. I already tied those 3 clusters together using the necktie method. I was just showing you how I use the 12-inch necks, not the 18-inch necks, because the 12-inch necks are the most flexible and they make it easier to tie. This is a method where you will have to practice because it can get tricky, but it creates a nice tight fit for your balloon garland. Now, the next method I'm going to show is a method I've been using a lot in my videos, which is the 260 method. Those are 260 balloons, the long stretchy balloons you make balloon animals out of. I just tie the ends together to make a rubber band. If you want to, you can actually use real rubber bands. Just take large rubber bands and do this. Wrap that 260 around a couple balloons in one cluster, and then wrap that same 260 around a couple balloons in the other cluster. And that's how you can attach these clusters as well. This is a nice method as well. It's not as tight as the necktie method because you're using like another piece of material to tie the balloons together as opposed to the balloons themselves, but this does the job. This is also a flexible method, so if you want to take one of the clusters out of the garland, it's easy for you to unattach them. So this is how the garland looks with the 260. You see the flexibility, and then this is how the garland looks with the necktie method. It's a lot more of a tighter fit. Now that I have my balloon garland to the length that I want it, this wall, by the way, is 7.2 feet tall and by 4 feet wide. And I think I used roughly about 10 to 11 feet worth of balloons. Now I'm going to attach it to the wall using a 260, which I tied together to make like a rubber band. Again, you can use real rubber bands if you want. And then a safety pin. Then I'm going to pin this safety pin to the fabric cover. You want to make sure you take the balloon that's closest to the fabric to wrap that 260 around so it's not snagging the fabric too bad. And I'm going to do it down at the bottom as well. So if you notice, when I attach the balloon at the bottom, the fabric cover rides up. So I use a safety pin to attach the fabric cover around the bottom bar. And I did it at 3 points at the bottom so that the fabric won't ride up as much. So when attaching the balloon garland at the top, I'm going to attach it from the back of the backdrop, not the front. Later on, you're going to see me push these balloons at the top towards the back because I don't want it to overwhelm the front of the backdrop. So this is what it looks like so far with all of the balloons attached. And now I'm just rearranging them, and now I'm going to add my clusters. Now someone wanted me to kind of slow it down a little bit and show you how I'm adding my clusters. So I am adding clusters of 4. At the very bottom, I'm doing 2 18-inch balloons and 2 12-inch balloons twisted together into a cluster. And then I'm using the 260 balloons to wrap them around one balloon in the balloon garland, and then wrap the 260 back around the cluster that I'm adding on. And then I'm just tying the 260 into itself. Then I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing because I want the bottom of my balloon garland to kind of spread out. So I just added 2 extra clusters. Each cluster have 4 balloons. So now I'm going to go to the outer edge of the balloon garland, and I'm going to start adding in clusters of 4 12-inch balloons. You see me adding that cluster of yellow balloons, and now I'm just going to arrange it so I can cover up the gaps. I'm using my phone as a guide to make sure that the gaps are covered up. So now I'm adding in that cluster of blue balloons, and I'm just going to rearrange it so that I'm covering up gaps. And as I'm adding in clusters, I'm going to be rearranging balloons from the base all the way to the top. Now I'm adding in the cluster of light pink balloons, and I'm just going to go all the way up the outer edge of the balloon garland, adding in these clusters of 4 12-inch balloons to fill in my balloon garland and make it fuller. Now the shape that I'm trying to achieve here is to have the base of the balloon garland be spread out, and as the balloon garland goes up, it will start to narrow so that it doesn't overwhelm the top of the backdrop. Now, I prefer to make my balloon garland base using the necktie method because the base is really nice and tight when you use the necktie method. But when I add my clusters on, I prefer to use the 260 method because just in case I want to take some of the clusters out, if it looks too bulky at the top or something like that, it's easier for me to just cut the 260 and take the clusters out. So I'm going to add this last cluster of 4 12-inch yellow balloons, and notice I'm adding it in from the back. Remember, I don't want to overwhelm the front of the wall by making it too bulky in the front. So I added them from the back. Now the camera angle that you're seeing, my camera is not facing the backdrop from the front. It's actually facing from the side. So it does look a little bit bulky on the side, and that is because of the way the camera is angled. But right now I'm just rearranging my clusters now, and I'm going to actually remove a couple of dupes from that top corner right there, the fuchsia and the orange balloons, because I feel like it's too bulky right there at that top left-hand corner. I don't want it to be that bulky. So I'm going to start removing just a couple of dupes. I'm not even removing the whole cluster. I'm just removing one dupe, just untwisting it to kind of take some of that bulk out. And now I'm going to add my 5-inch decorators. I'm going to do 2 pumps with my manual pump, tie my balloons together, twist them together in clusters of 4, and then using 1/2 of a 260 to save on material, I'm going to add these clusters to my balloon garland. And of course, I'm matching my 5-inch decorators to the color of the bigger clusters so that I have a nice little color block look. And I'm going to be adding my 5-inch clusters at a ratio to 1 to 2 5-inch clusters per larger cluster. Just a few things I wanted to note. This stand is a metal frame stand. It's 7.2 feet tall by 4 feet wide, and that is a fabric backdrop. I got it from Fashion and Fascinating, and I will leave all of the information to that in the description box below this video. The balloon brand I'm using again is Decomex brand balloons. Usually I use Sempertex balloons, but the normal distributor that I've been buying them from no longer sells Sempertex, and so it's been a little bit more difficult for me to find that brand at a reasonable price. So I've been using Decomex balloons. They've been holding up fine. They do come out a little bit coney, so just make sure you're rounding your balloons out when you're using this brand of balloon. So if you want to know how many balloons I use for this balloon garland, remember I use 9 clusters of 6 balloons for my balloon garland base on my left hand side, I use 4 clusters of 6 balloons for my balloon garland base on my right hand side. I added an additional 11 clusters of 4 balloons to thicken up the balloon garland, and a total of 18 5-inch clusters to my balloon garland. So I used a total of 104 12-inch balloons, 32 18-inch balloons, and 72 5-inch balloons for a total of 208 balloons. Now I'm rearranging my balloons at the top of my backdrop. Now notice that I pushed some of the balloons to the back. If you look at the yellow and the fuchsia color, those 18-inch balloons were kind of coming over the top part of the backdrop, and I pushed them to the back. You see them kind of poking out of the fabric, so I'm going to push them back a little more so you don't see it anymore. But you just want to make sure you frame your backdrop without overwhelming it, so you don't cover up the front of it. So here's the finished product to my Hello Kitty balloon backdrop setup. For those of you who want to know, I did make my own cutouts, and I used my Cricut machine to make the vinyl lettering for Harmony, which I attached to my fabric backdrop. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, go ahead on and like it, and please subscribe, and you'll get notifications on future videos on balloon and event decor. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.